Checking. 1, 2, 1, 2.
1, 2, mic check. Yeah, no, we're good. All
Sip
right.
away.
Blood Mark Crusaders,
Sip
check
away.
in. Leon,
Sip away.
in.
Adelia is here.
Myra is present. And I'll be using this voice all night.
Rock on.
Hey.
Rock on. Y'all
Red
sound-
October, standing by.
There it is. So y'all sound like Power Rangers at this point. This is Red Ranger checking in.
Dibs on Black Ranger. And I want,
Yellow
and I
Ranger.
want that
I don't
frog.
wanna be pink.
Dibs on Pink Ranger.
There,
Never
now
mind, you can have pink.
You can be
I'll
blue
be
or
Red
red,
Ranger.
Adelia. There you go. You're the leader of this pack.
I agree. There we
go. Power Rangers for life. Power Rangers ho. Okay. Anyway.
I was so excited when that movie came out. I was like,
So was I.
come on, nephew. I have to have a person.
I was all about Power Rangers when I was a kid. That's what I grew up with. So when they came out with the newer movie, I was like, yep, going. I didn't even care.
Mm-hmm.
The theater full of kids, I'm like, none of you really know. Get out of here. Anywho.
You're
okay.
just here because of the costumes. I'm here because of the lore.
Exactly. All right. So last session, we opened up. As you guys know, you're here to eventually help your friend Gundren Rockseeker open up and find the location of the Lost Wave Echo Cave, where hopefully there's many riches to be had. You've learned, of course, that he's currently been kidnapped by some goblins, and you're giving it some time, waiting for Sildar, his partner, to join you to help you storm the castle after learning its location. Just a quick little recap for that. But where we left off last session, you guys decided to take on the Redbrands, and you headed to their hideout into their secret entrance. While doing some exploring and that initial interest into a big cavern, you guys did end up running into a Nothic. No one could understand what the Nothic was trying to say. Mostly because in your head you heard like laughter and things that just didn't make sense. But Leon understood everything it was saying because he speaks Undercommon. Was it Undercommon? Yeah, Undercommon. So he understood everything it was saying. You guys tried to negotiate with it a little bit and bring it back some bodies of the Redbrands that you had killed previously the night before when entering this hideout. But after heading back out of the cave and deciding that it would take too much time to go up, find the bodies, bring them back down, feed them to the Nothic, you figured you'd just take the Nothic on. You guys head back into the hideout. You fight the Nothic quite successfully, and pretty much I think you obliterated it before it even had a turn. So that's pretty good. And
just sorry to interrupt you. How much damage did I do? Any damage at all, or was it just like all everyone?
I don't think I got a chance to attack with you. Can't remember.
Damn it. Okay, so I had no
Sorry,
part in
buddy.
that. Okay.
No, you're good. Myra investigated. You guys found some sweet loot. Leon got himself a longsword +1, which is always nice. So he's got that going for him. You guys
That helped out a
continued to
lot.
do some more exploration. You perceptive bastards found 2 secret doors quite easily. Adelia and Quellan with your perceptions. You guys were very cautious about everything. You weren't stomping around like a bunch of fools and making a lot of noise. You were being quiet. You were being logical, and it was really awesome. You guys came to a point where you were up here in this room where you had to make a decision. Did you want to go right or did you want to go left? You guys decided that the secret passageway that led down some stairs on the left into what appeared to be a wall from a distance. You decided let's check that out. So you all lined up basically single file. Went to check it out. You discovered there was a secret door there as well. Again, you're super perceptive. You guys let Leon take the lead. The door was opened. Leon stepped in, and he ran into who you came to realize was Glasstaff, the leader of the Redbrand gang, if you will. You also learned that he, in addition, was Arano. Arano, I forget what his last name is, but Sildar's friend, who he's looking for. Unfortunately, the conversation between Glassstaff and Leon did not end very well. It ended in a fight, and eventually Glassstaff got a sword shoved into his chest. You all looted around the room, found an interesting letter from the Black Spider addressed to Arano, stating that it was known that some strangers were going to be coming to. I don't know if it showed to players or not, so hopefully it did.
It did.
Sweet. Knowing that there were some strangers coming to work with who were working with the dwarves, and that he should try to capture them or kill them if he must, but don't allow him to upset the plans. Any maps in your possession, I should say, should be delivered to the Black Spider with haste. He's counting on you. Don't disappoint him. He's disappointed. Not that he knows it yet, because Glassstaff is dead. You guys almost run into some bandits while in the room with Glasstaff because they felt they heard some commotion, but you guys managed to successfully persuade them to go away with some minor illusion magic and speaking as Glasstaff spoke. You continue to do some exploration. Excuse me. And then you ended up finding a group of 4 Redbrands sitting in the common room-like area. You guys tried very briefly to speak to them and speak them down. Quellan had a really big issue with us with you guys, I should say. I keep saying us. With you guys quote-unquote senselessly killing the enemies here. But ultimately, you guys succeed. You kill all of them. One of the Redbrands does briefly get away and calls in some bugbear reinforcements, which you also take down. You do a little bit of a funnel thing where they're funneling down the hallway with 2 people on one side essentially, and you're all are just killing them as they walk in. It was pretty cool. You kill all the bugbears. You kill all the ruffians. With a brief chase sequence in the big cavern where you first came in, you got with a very nice long shot from Quellan. He pegs the final ruffian in the back of the head, and you guys return back to the common room where Adalia and Myra are speaking with a goblin that you discovered with the bugbears named Droop, who doesn't seem like he wants to be there and seems to be willing to help you with anything else you need whilst in here for now. And we left with you guys in that location in the common room, surrounded with him, and you also leveled up, so you guys are level 3. And
just a question on the level up thing. Do we now have access to our level up, or are you just letting us level up and we don't have the abilities just yet?
That's a great question. I think I settled on just allowing you guys to level up and have access to them. I think just for the fact that we're pausing in a situation like that, when we hit level 4, if we're in a position where a long rest would make more sense, that's what we're going to do. But if we're in a situation like this where you're like in the middle of a frickin' dungeon, I think I'm okay with just letting you guys. I know that seems a little weird, but
now all of us can show off our true talents that we've been hiding.
Yes, I think narratively is the way we can do that. Is now you guys are like, you know what? Let me show you what I can really do. So that's where we pick up for our little brief session tonight. You guys are currently sitting in the common room. Leon and Quellan just returned from chasing down the last ruffian, and you guys are here with the Goblin Droop. What are you doing?
And just a point, we did grab that body and throw it into the pit, right?
Yes, you did. That last ruffian, you took it out of the doorway, one of the secret doorways, and you threw it into the pit where the Nothic was. That is correct.
Yeah, just making a note that was done.
Yep.
Alrighty then.
What do you guys do?
When Leon walks in, I'm gonna assume that Quellan's gonna or keep it behind Leon, in front of, or behind him, which Leon probably wouldn't care. He'll just, when he walks in, he'll look over to the ladies. Well, that's done with. Got him. So he didn't talk to anybody, but I think he was. So I don't think we're done
His
with the Redbrand
blood
here.
still lays on the floor.
Yeah, well, the longer we wait, the longer the more time whoever's left has a chance to find that. So, what are we doing here, ladies? Goblin?
Hi. Wow.
What's the
What's
plan?
his name again? Goblin.
Droop.
Droop. Goblin. Droop.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So, I'm gonna. Oh, I don't have paper. I'm gonna. So, can you tell us like what other rooms we have? We've seen the cavern, and we've been throughout this section of your hideout. Is there any other rooms or places where there are men stationed?
Yeah. There's. Yeah. Couple rooms. I can show you if you want. I think I remember the way.
Do you think you could draw us a map? And I gesture to the blood on the ground.
I can try. He kind of wobbles. Well, not wobbles, but he walks over and like dips his hand in the blood. Comes over and he starts to draw. And let me just make a roll here. And he draws, and it's like a 2-year-old. It makes no fucking sense. You have no idea what you're looking at. He's trying to write things and it's just not coming out right. You maybe can make out like the room you're in one section of the map that he's making, but the rest of it honestly just does not make sense. He's not intelligent enough to draw a map, unfortunately.
Drew.
Looks kind of like a
perhaps-
horseshoe.
There you go.
Drew,
Yes, I like that better. It's a horseshoe.
have
Yeah,
you
well.
seen any human captives come through this area?
Yeah. There's human captives over on the other side. Yeah.
Well, then go ahead and take us to them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Follow me. Follow me.
All right.
What's his...
Unless anyone wants to say anything, that's this done.
So he starts.
How-
Oh,
Go ahead.
Nope. Go ahead.
So, how were you treated by the Redbrand?
The red brands were fine. This just isn't my cup of tea. I don't like being here.
Where are you usually?
I usually hang out with my people, the Craig Maw tribe.
Oh, nice folks then. I'm saying
Uh,
this while we're talking.
While
by
we're
the
walking,
way, yeah, talking while we're walking.
Right. So, and he's just kind of like, I guess we patrol around Vandalin. We like to patrol and waylay people because goblins. We like loot. So he leads you guys out here, and I'll try to move his piece fairly slowly and make sure you move your pieces too. He leads you up to the stairs to the right here. And he leads you out into the cavern and across the bridge.
So, Drew, what does a Cragmaw goblin like you do ending up in a place like this?
Oh, we work with the bugbears. I was assigned to go with the bugbear group. They were kind of assholes, but I just was doing what I was told.
that's fair. What can you tell us more about, your tribe? Heard somewhere that there was a king of some sort.
Oh yeah, we have a king. He's a good guy. He's a gracious king, a great king. Yep.
It's
Yeah.
good to know.
Yeah. He kind of pauses up here and he's like, that's left. No, I think it's oh, it's over here. Yeah, this way. Yeah. Oh, grabbed it. Walks you through this secret door here. I'm gonna move your guys' tokens so you can see what's going on.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's hard for me to keep up
Nope,
with
I got you.
that
Takes you to the
dynamic
secret
lighting.
door. He opens up the door at the end of the hallway here and leads you guys in. And then I will give you a description of what you see here shortly.
Okay, so it wasn't through the locked door that we couldn't get.
No, he did not take you through the locked door. He took you to the door to the south. And as you guys enter here, you see 3 large stone sarcophagi that stand within the dusty crypt. Propped up against each sarcophagus is a human skeleton that is clad in bits of rusty mail. You see false columns along the walls that are carved in the image of spreading oak trees. The double doors in the southeast corner that you can see here are sheathed in tarnished copperplate. And he says, so it's over, there's, the captives are in here. This is the cell room beyond this door if you wanna yeah. They're in there.
Well, my
Quellan,
thanks. Yeah.
What was that?
No, go ahead.
sorry, what were you saying?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Quellan would have grabbed the goblin as he was approaching the door, talking at full volume, and tried to pull him back a little bit. And hold on there, Droop. And he's going to listen at the door to see if he can hear anything.
Okay, make a perception check.
Wow, it's a nat 20.
Jesus.
Starting off strong.
So it begins. Now, you put your ear to the door, and you hear, just beyond the other side, "Stop your fucking whining, kid. Jesus. You're annoying me. I'm trying to fucking get some sleep here. Trying to take a nap. Shut up." You hear, "Don't talk to him like that. Leave him alone. Don't make me come in there, woman. I'll fucking hurt you. Hit you." Sorry, I don't know. I'm not good at being aggressive towards women. So anyway, that's what you hear.
All right. Do I know what time of day it is?
Yeah, you guys came in here like midday.
All right.
You slept for the
and,
night. You took care of some stuff, in the shops and everything during like the early morning, and so it was like early afternoon by the time you guys decided to quote unquote storm the hideout.
So the aggressive sounding voice, I only heard one.
You heard 2 voices. You heard 2 voices and 2 men's voices, the male, angry, like violent voices, and you heard a child crying, what sounded like a child crying, and you heard a woman, saying "leave him alone," etc.
I have a plan.
Droop. I said group. Droop is just sitting there. I'm assuming you have him like you're holding him kind of by like the throat, covering his mouth, like so he doesn't say anything, and he's just like.
The 3 of you take this one back to the chamber where the supplies were, where the secret door, north of the Nothic chamber. And I'm going to say to Leon specifically, Leon, I am going to do magic.
Look, I get it. There's magic involved in this. I got that. Don't
I
have
am
treat me
going
like
to
I'm a child.
appear to be Glasstaff, but I am not Glasstaff. I am still Quellan. Do not attack me. In fact, actually, just go ahead and go back up to the northern chamber. You don't need to.
I'll stay here if you don't, but I'll stay out of sight.
I cast
And,
Disguise Self and turn myself into the visage of the corpse I saw in Glassstaff's.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, you might need the staff. We have it.
I literally turn my short sword into the visage of the Glassstaff because Disguise Self can.
Yep, it does do all of that. So, okay. All right. So as you kind of look at yourself, and this is a verbal and somatic, so you move your hands and the motions that you know to do this, and you speak out loud the incantation for this spell, and then all of a sudden it's like a poof, and in front of you, you guys see the very familiar visage of what you've seen as a dead body, the very alive body of Glassstaff with the staff that you guys are holding in your bags currently in his hand.
You just kind of see this kind of like wide-eyed, unsure if it's real kind of look on his face, but that kind of quickly goes away to him just kind of like going into deep thought after in person, but it doesn't say anything.
Did Myra, you and Quellan, you asked Myra and Adalia to take the goblin back, or what was your request for that again?
Yeah, I just actually mentioned for everyone to go ahead and take the goblin back towards the the room where the two secret doors were.
Very good, guys. All right, I'm playing now. All right. All right, I love you guys.
We love you too,
Oh,
Myra.
I'm so sorry. I thought I was on mute.
It's so cute.
They drew a pumpkin. Anyways, what was I saying?
Yeah,
So-
Can we
Leon's
hide?
gonna.
Quellan has asked that all of you take Droop to the room where the two secret doors were, as he has disguised himself as Glassstaff. So currently, what you see in front of you is Glassstaff.
Leon's
Okay.
gonna be sitting up against the sarcophagus right there, just kind of like arms crossed, and just be like, "I'm just here as backup, just in case. I'll stay out of your way."
I'm gonna take Groot's, like, loop my arm through his, and guide him to where we're going.
Before they actually leave this room, I'm going to whisper to them, I have a plan. Set up an ambush in the northern chamber. I'll send one to you, and you'll know when he's coming.
Okay.
So do you all head back? Quellan, not Quellan, Leon, you said you're going to sit in here at the sarcophagus?
Yeah, but like, yeah, I don't know. I don't. I'll be like, well, in that case, do you want me to at least do you want me to be there, set the ambush with you, or do you want me to be here like I have to go with this guy so I can escort him out?
To try to maintain silence, I cast a message directly at Leon's face, and I'm going to say, if it comes to it, I can run away fast enough that they can't catch me. Join the others in the northern.
So
Leon kind of.
yeah, Leon, you're staring at Quellan, and his lips are not moving, but his voice suddenly pops into your head, and he's still making like in his eyes you can feel like understand his inflection and stuff. Like you can still see those facial features like that you would see when someone's talking to you. You just don't see his mouth moving, but you get this entire message.
Leon's just gonna like look up, trying what the, and he's gonna be like, well, that was uncomfortable. Don't make a habit. And fine, but be careful. Fuck this up. This is innocent. So don't.
And I would say out loud to the group, I understand the risks of this, but trust me, I am not putting myself in any danger that is unnecessary.
Leon
Well, if you need us,
walks
just
out.
scream.
Gear, I wanted to ask, did I use my inspiration last time? I think I did, but I didn't mark it, so I'm not.
Before we leave, I'm gonna say, Quellan, you're fine. You're gonna kill them all. All right. Bardic inspiration.
Bardic inspiration.
Is
Quellan,
that D6?
I cannot remember. So that's my fault. I'm gonna say keep your point of inspiration.
Okay, and Bardic Inspiration's D6, right?
Yeah, I think she's still at a D6.
Correctamundo. Children didn't shut my door. So.
Yep, she's still at a D6. All right, so you all take Droop and head out.
Yep.
All right, I will move your tokens. Feel free to move your tokens yourself, however you want to set up the ambush. And Quellan, what do you do, my friend? Are you going to open the door?
I open the door and march in 10 feet without even paying attention to what I say.
All right, I've opened the door so you can see, and you march in 10 feet. All right. So as you open the door, you see that this is a long room, and it's partitioned into 3 areas. You have iron bars walling off the north and the south. You see filthy straw lines the floors of these cells, the hinged doors of which are secured by chains and padlocks. You see a pair of disheveled human women are held in the cell to the south, while a human boy is confined to the north. All are dressed in plaid gray tunics and have iron collars fitted around their necks. You also see a heap of discarded clothing is piled carelessly against the far wall, 5 feet in front of you, as you can see on the map. In addition, you also have 2 Redbrands, one guarding one door, one guarding the other, and they just kind of, you came in with such a huff and puff. They're like, oh, Glassstaff, Sir Glass, sir, hi.
All right, so you said that there are 2 cells, basically one to the north, one to
Yep. One in the north, one in the south. The one in the north has a human boy in it. One in the south has 2 human females. One looks to be a young girl in her teens, and the other is an older woman.
Okay, so I'd recognize this as the Dendrar family then, right?
You would, yes.
All right, I'm going to use minor illusion for this entire interaction to make my voice sound like Glasstaff, and I'm going to mimic what I'm saying with minor illusion with my actual. And I'm going to essentially yell at these people. Why have these prisoners not been readied? They were scheduled for transport an hour ago.
Sir, we didn't know that. No one told us.
You! And I point to the one at the south. What's your name?
Frank, sir. Oh, I'm not good with names, guys. Sorry.
Frank, I declared these prisoners for release over an hour ago. The Black Spider has requested them specifically. Quick, make your way to the northern supply room. There are manacles there, enchanted manacles sent by the Black Spider, and I want you to fetch them for me.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
All right. That's going to be a 24.
24? Hold on a second. That was a good persuasion check. Well done. So, the situation I have here is that you rolled a 24, which is higher than my natural 20. So,
what's his bonus to his
it's just a natural 20,
Insight.
no bonus.
no, is there any insight, or what would I think was it, intelligence on
For the
Red
stat
brand?
block?
For the red brand, no, there's not. So he looks at you and he almost wants to argue. You see that look in his eye, and then he just says, "Yes, sir, right away, sir," and he heads out.
By the way, I've had Leon's had his swords at the ready in this corner. He's kind of
Okay.
like ducked away there.
And
As
Drew,
the red brand walks out of the room, before I turn around to face the northern person, I'm going to point at the general direction of the northern chamber, and I'm going to cast message at Myra.
Okay.
all right.
And I'm going to send the message, one's on the way, make it silent, make it quick. And
Okay. So he heads out. What did you guys do with Droop in this situation? Cutting back over to you.
I
I
think
would have told him to hide inside the Nothic chain and wait.
Oh, okay. He kind of goes over to the corner and hides. All right. So I just need all of you who are hiding for this ambush to just make a stealth check for me, please. With just straight stealth check should be fine.
I'm gonna keep an eye on him though, the goblin. Like
Okay.
I'm
You can.
watching him.
Yeah, you can see him from where you're at.
Okay.
Oh well, shit.
Oh. Sorry.
See if let me see if I can roll worse because I have to do it at disadvantage anyways.
Is it at advantage?
No, it's
No,
just a
I'm
straight
at
stealth
disadvantage.
check.
Straight. Okay. Sorry.
Leon has chainmail, which means I roll at disadvantage, which means I rolled a
Mm.
5 and a 2.
How about you, Adalia? What was your roll?
21.
Rock on. You're definitely hidden.
Silent.
Myra?
I rolled a 7, so it's 11 for me.
Okay. Not bad. Okay. So as he's coming, right? He walks
I am
in.
dressed as Redbrand.
Wait. I was gonna also say because Adalia has readied an action to shoot whatever comes through that door.
Oh, have you? Okay.
I would
Perfect.
have
And
also
I said
wanted
that I was
to
readying
talk
an
to
action.
the northern.
Yeah, to attack as soon as I can from that corner.
Yep, because you
And
did.
I'm readying my knife. I'm gonna chuck my knife.
Okay. All right, that's fair. I was moving quickly. I apologize. Quellan, what were you saying?
I was just saying, as soon as the Southern Guard leaves and I send the message to Myra, I would turn and speak to the Northern Guard.
Okay. Let's we'll have them play out if they can quickly assassinate this guy, and then we'll come back to you with the northern guy. He walks in and steps into all of your fields of view. You all may react.
All right, attack. I got a 16 with a +1.
So 17 to hit.
No, 16 with the +1 on the sword. So I got 15 with the plus.
Oh, gotcha.
16.
Yeah, nope, that hits.
All right.
I got 18.
That will hit as well.
Oh. I rolled a 1, which means I have a +5 to +4 sword. So 6 damage with the long sword.
6 damage with the longsword. Myra?
4.
4 damage with the thrown dagger. And Adalia.
I rolled 24 to hit. I'm
Yeah, that
pretty
hit.
sure I did it.
Yeah, hella hits. Oh, that's right, critical rolls on tonight. Whoop, whoop. And what was your damage?
Total of 5.
Total of 5. All right. So you guys,
Would
Leon,
I have the opportunity to attack with my dagger too?
that would be part of your attack action, would it not? The two-handed.
No, my action is just the one strike.
Bonus action is
It would have
two-weapon
been a
fighting.
bonus action.
Yep. So no, you only have the
Okay.
one attack as a held action. So you guys hit him. You hit him with your swords. Ugh! Dagger comes flying, lands right into like the left shoulder area, and then an arrow comes in, hits the right shoulder area. Blood like spews out of his mouth because you guys hit like all these vital points. But he just kind of looks like almost, and then he draws his blade. So technically it would be initiative. So we're gonna roll that real quick. Just do it super fast. I won't even.
Shit.
I'll just write down what you guys have.
Don't
Leon
mind
has
me
a
and my
5.
25.
22.
14.
I got a 5.
Sorry, just writing it down. Let me roll his initiative, which I highly doubt is going to be high because I don't roll good initiative for my peeps. Yep, nope, he is definitely not going first. Dahlia, you're first.
Hells yeah,
Well,
and I got that dread amber.
Hold
sure.
on. I wanted to say, as soon as the Southern Guard started to walk towards the door, I would have turned around and said something to the Northern Guard before he had a chance to even get to the ambush.
Oh, okay. pause the initiative. I still got the numbers, even though Adalia, I'm assuming you're just going to attack them. But go ahead, Quellan. What are you doing with the Northern Guard?
The Northern Guard, I would, as soon as I've done speaking with the Southern Guard and pointing and messaging Myra, I would turn heel, face the Northern Guard, and said, "Now this one up north. Where is the ring?"
The ring.
The ring that he had on his person when he came in here. Where is it?
Out of character. I'm confused. What ring? Hold on.
Oh, I'm bullshitting like Dave.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, am I forgetting something? Fuck, sorry. But
Oh no, I'm making shit up
okay,
on the fly.
you're good. Well done. I like it. What, sir? I'm sorry. What ring are you talking about?
He should have had an enchanted ring on him. Did you just casually throw it in this pile of clothes?
Sir, there were no rings.
Search the pile immediately. It must be there.
Okay. He goes over and he starts searching the pile of clothes.
And as he does so, I would try to sneakily maneuver my way behind his back.
Okay. He's actively looking here. So just make a stealth check. Just for your slight movement.
Dirty.
Dirty 20. Okay, so you are able to successfully kind of sneak around to his backside.
And I would go ahead and make a short sword stab towards the dude's throat with my inspiration advantage. Question mark?
Okay, so you're you want to make a targeted attack to the throat?
Yep.
Well, I would say I don't think you need the advantage or the inspiration to get advantage. He has no idea. That's a surprise.
So I'm unseen, right?
Yeah, you are essentially unseen. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well
with
then
a targeted like a specifically targeted attack, I was trying to think about it. Because I think in most instances, like if you're going for like a specific targeted thing, like I want to poke him in the eye with my blade or something, usually you're supposed to make it more difficult.
I think it's -5 to the roll, isn't it? Or that's DM. It's really DM.
Yeah, it's DM discretion, but I think given let me make a decision here. Bear with me, sorry.
If this fails, you're going to see a very fast elf running out of this room.
Called shots, that's the phrase that it is. So he's not really paying attention. Okay. Okay, that's what I thought. A lot of people usually just impose disadvantage. So you can impose. You can make the attack roll with disadvantage. If you use your inspiration, it would just be a straight attack roll.
All right. In that case, I'm just going to make a general attack at him then.
Okay.
All right. I make a general attack with my unseen advantage, and God, that was so close. It was a 19. I wanted that to be a crit, but it wasn't. So plus 5, so 24.
Yep, that hits.
And D6 with the now 2d6 sneak attack damage.
Yep.
is going to be a total of 15 damage.
With 15 damage, you manage to you want to kill this guy quickly. That's your intent, right? So you go up, you grab his head, and you slit his throat, but you don't quite get the jugular vein. You get it, and he's looking real bad, but he's just like, and he starts to draw his sword to like stab you back. You didn't quite kill him, but god damn it, were you close.
I will take my bonus action to do my 2-weapon fighting to attempt another hit with my offhand short sword.
So
with a 21.
So this was technically would be a surprise. So you would need to roll advantage. You rolled advantage earlier.
Was bonus action.
Good point. I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. Surprise round. You get to do everything. So yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So bonus action, I rolled a 21 with my offhand short sword.
Which that hits. God, wow. See, look at me. I'm fucking up my shit. It's like I half asleep. I'm sorry. Back to you guys, Myra, Adalia, Leon. No, because you guys specifically were holding actions. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Back to Quellan. What's your damage on that?
No. It was just a straight 3 because
Straight
I don't
3?
get the bonus.
How do you want to do it?
I just where I tried sawing his jugular with my main hand and apparently didn't do the job. I pull my left hand around, flourish it over his head, and finish the job, striking the.
So you get he starts to reach for a sword. You're like, no. Flourish that blade and just, and he just slumps over dead. Blood starts to go into the pile of clothes, and he's just not moving. Back to you guys. You're in initiative. Adalia, you were up first, so what were you going to do?
Start showing my cool stuff that I got, because I have Dread Ambusher, which if I take an attack action at the first turn of each combat, I get to make an additional weapon attack that deals an extra d8 of the weapon's damage.
Ooh. Getting hella powerful in here.
So for my first attack, I rolled a 25.
Oh, that definitely hits.
For max 12 damage, I think I probably killed this guy with that one alone.
For like the third or fourth time this campaign, you fire your arrow and it is a dead shot right in between the eyeballs. His head leans back because of the force of the hit, and he just falls to the ground dead.
Jesus Christ, Adalia.
Yeah, no, Leon's just standing right there as he sees the arrow hit the guy.
Leon, you get a little splash of the blood, like, oh God.
No, he kind of like looks, kind of like wipes it off his face for a little bit, and looks over to Adelia. Well, remind me specifically never to piss you off. Damn.
She'll just give him a thumbs up.
They're like, yeah. All right, combat is over. You guys have killed the two ruffians.
As soon as the guy dies and he says that to Adelia, he kind of like jumps over him, or not really jumps over, kind of like tiptoes past the body and then kind of like runs to the room.
Yeah, as soon as I killed my guy, I would have sent a message back to Myra and said, "My guy's dead. How about you?"
Oh, Adelia obliterated him. It was awesome. Did that come through?
Yeah. No, Quellan heard
Okay.
it, but he didn't want to use another cantrip to respond.
Makes sense. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
so as far as you know, until you see him and he tells you how it works, he heard what you said. As far as you know. All right. So do the three of you head back to meet up with Quellan?
Yeah, no, Leon's definitely quickly
Yeah.
jumps over and heads over.
I loot the corpse.
I would have told the group.
You guys walk into the room and you just see this other Redbrand just like hella dead, bleeding out over all the clothes. You guys see the human boy in the north, the human girl in the south, and the human woman in the south as well, in the cage together. And you also see like Quellan, who it seems really odd, but like moments ago it felt like he was against killing all these people, but he's currently rummaging through this body looking for stuff. Quellan, you find 3 gold pieces in addition to his short sword.
I say as the group files in, I took care of it. I told you I had a plan.
Well, made a believer out of
I
me.
trusted you the whole time.
Meanwhile, you guys look around and 3 human people in there, like they look terrified. Their eyes are wide. They're scared. They've sunk back to the
as
corner
soon
because you're
as I
all
see
dressed up
them.
as red brands, and you're currently got Glasstaff standing there. So they're like,
Oh,
I'm gonna tear off the robe and just run to the door. Can I open the door?
You try to open the
I'm gonna
door
look
and
for
it's locked.
keys.
no. Leon kind of like takes the skull bandana and kind of like pulls it down, and he kind of like rubs his face a little bit, and he goes, "So, Quellan, if I'm not mistaken, I believe you owe me a gold coin. Told you we'd
I
find them.
never made that bet.
Ah, where's the fun in that? But I was right though.
Still looking for keys.
If anything, you owe me 50 gold for the healing potion you made me destroy.
That you
That was
stole.
free.
It still has
That had
value.
a 5-finger discount. It did, but you're the one that smashed it. You are still responsible of your actions. And I give him like the mom look of your own actions.
I walked to the northern door, and presuming I didn't find a key, I'll try to lockpick the northern door.
So, Adelia, you said you were looking for a key? And I would
Yeah,
assume,
usually
Quellan,
they
you were
like hang
looking
them up
to?
on a wall or something.
Yeah, no perception check needed or anything here. You guys see kind of on the wall to like the right of the pile of clothing. You see the keys just kind of hanging there. They're out of reach of the people in the cage, in the cells, but they're towards them. You know what I'm saying? So you find the keys on the walls, and you successfully to open the door if you would like.
I would like, because that's what I was doing while everyone was arguing.
All right. So you managed. Were you opening the north or south?
Whichever door is closest to where I got the keys.
The south door.
Leon's gonna be hanging out inside the sarcophagus room.
Okay.
And he's gonna be looking at the sarcophagus, kind of like inspecting.
Okay. All right. So as you, we'll deal with the people first. So you open up the southern door and you see, like I said, this older woman come out and with her young daughter. Uh, thank you, thank you. Is is she's just like at a loss for words because as far as she can see, she sees that Myra has torn off her red cloak. She saw that Leon took his mask down, but as far and I don't remember, Quellan, if you said that you dropped your disguise or not.
Nope. Still up.
Okay, so she still sees Glassstaff and she's kind of like not sure what to think. She hasn't even left the cell yet. She's just standing there like saying thank you, but is like super confused.
Adalia's just gonna matter of fact just go, we're in disguise, you can leave.
Oh, she looks over at Glassstaff, Quellan. Glassstaff / Quellan. Like, can you let my son out, please?
Now using my regular voice, not my minor illusion Glasstaff voice, I'll just call out, it's fine. Glasstaff is dead. I am using magic to make my appearance look like him.
Oh. You see her face just instantly relax, like, oh, thank God.
I'm gonna chuck the keys at him so he can open that door.
I would open the northern door.
All right. Come here, son.
Are you guys hurt in any way?
Come, nurse. No, No, we're fine. A little shaken, and they just kind of come out. Right, I'm gonna put them all in here. We're kind of just a little shaken from this ordeal, but thank you so much. I is there well, is there anything I can do for you? Thank you so much.
Just get home safely. Do you do we want to I'm going to kind of look at Adelia and Quillen. Should we escort them? Like I don't want them to get you know.
I do not believe that there's anything else in this place that we need to see. The place should be cleared, but still, we should escort them back to town.
I think that would be wise. We will escort you. We're new to town. My name is the Lady Myra.
Oh, my name is Mirna, and these are my children, Nars and Nilsa.
Nars and Nilsa, Myra, I'm happy that we could help you.
Thank you so much, and thank you for helping us out of here. Let's go.
All right. I'll go with them.
All right. Are you gonna take the lead?
Yeah, I'll go in front.
I would drop my disguise at this point.
Okay. And then Leon.
Where's my
Let's-
goblin? I just realized my goblin's gone.
Oh shit, no one was looking at him.
Your goblin's not with you.
Okay, Adelia's really good. She's gonna stay here, or if she wants to, I'm gonna go and run and check the. I guess fast as my little feet can go. Can I go and run and check the cavern?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll move you. You come out
Okay.
to where he was, and he's gone.
No. His name was
Droop.
Drundin. Droop. I'm sorry. I gotta write that down. I do have it written down.
Droop.
This is bad.
Droop! I'm gonna yell for Droop. Don't you want your other 12 gold coins?
No response.
No.
Heartbreak.
I fall on my knees. I wasn't.
Oh, we fucked up.
Leon, so whilst they're all talking in the room, prior to Myra rushing the fuck out of there like a bat out of hell, what were you doing in the sarcophagi room?
Just examining the sarcophagus. There's no reason for him to be inside that room. So I'm just kind of looking at him. What is there like designs on them? Is there words? Is there
Be right back.
Is there anything on that?
Make an investigation check, please.
Not high, I know that much. So I know specific investigation. It's not bad. 15.
As you kind of look around, again, you see each sarcophagi has like a skeleton kind of leaned up against it, just kind of like, that's a fucking skeleton. You kind of rummaging around. The sarcophagi are actually slightly cracked, and as you investigate, there's a few shiny pieces within each of the sarcophagi that catches your attention, and you find 3 platinum signet rings.
Inside each of them.
1 in each for a total of 3.
And that's all. And so, and that's all that's in there. Just a skeleton with a signet ring.
The skeletons are not in the sarcophagi; they're like outside of the sarcophagi, kind of leaned up against it. But the sarcophagi are open enough that the gleam of the ring is catching your attention. So with your investigation check, you're able to see them, and you can tell that they're platinum signet rings in each. I'm assuming you grab all 3.
Yeah, and that's all that's in there. Just those.
That is all that you see in there. And then as you're kind of gathering,
if I were to like, so that's all I can readily grab in there.
that is all that is inside of the sarcophagus, outside of the
If I were to
skeleton.
take the heel and like kick off the top of one of them, would there be more?
There would not be, no.
Cool. So I'll take those. And is if I like topple over the skeleton to them, is there anything else other than the tarnished metal that's on them?
No, there is not. And just about your time of you gathering all three of them and seeing that, okay, looks like they're all empty. You've investigated all three. You've come down to this one and finished it. You see Myra like, ah, 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 like friggin' booking out of there. And as she books out, you see her. She runs to the other door and runs through it. You see like the skeletons, they start to like they rattle slightly, and then you see like a glow in their eyes start to form.
Damn it, Leon.
What the hell?
And it's like magic, right? This thing you're not used to seeing. The skeleton bones start to kind of lift up off the ground, and they start to like form into place of what like a human body would look like. And with the head coming on last, coming up and like rolling on like rah, like yell. They kind of like give you that scary scream with their green eyes glowing, and you get
I'm gonna be like, guys,
3
guys.
skeletons. Yep. And
Need
so
a hand.
with that, we are once again rolling initiative.
Something good this time. Oh, come on.
Oh my god, it's a natural 20 with +3, so 20.
I'm rolling absolute garbage today.
If these same dice didn't treat me like shit last week, I would literally consider replacing them.
So Quellan, you rolled a natural 20?
Yeah, but I got 23 overall.
Yep. I'm gonna put 20 in there because usually with natural 20s, those always go to the top.
I got a 7.
Leon gets a 7.
I also got a 23.
Natural
As
20 plus
a-
3 or just 23?
Just 23, because I have a +7 initiative.
Okay.
Oh, because you're adding what, your wisdom?
Yeah, I get to add that in now, too.
You got a 7, you
Jesus
said,
Christ.
Leon?
Yeah, I got a
And
7.
then Myra, how about you?
I'm not in combat. Do I have to roll? I'm joking. Okay.
Yes.
Blah, blah. That's 7. Rolled a 3.
7.
So
All right. So as combat initiates, you guys, Leon, as these guys have formed, I'm sorry, did you yell out to the group? Did you say
Yeah,
something?
no, I was like, guys, we got a thing.
All right. As that you guys hear him from the other room, like the door is just starting to close as Myra like left out like a bat out of hell. And Adalia, you're at the top of the round. You go first. What are you doing?
Zip zapping over there because I hear concerned friend. Noom.
As you come out, you walk right out the door, and immediately to your left, a skeleton like turns around and like wah! And like raises its sword to hit you. I moved you back because if you move here, you will have
Yeah,
gone into attack
if I-
and then leave. Yeah.
Got it.
Well, no, because in this case there's no wall, and I allow diagonal attacks. So no, you're good.
Cool. Adalia's gonna have a generally disgusted "fuck that noise" look on her face, and she's gonna try to kill things again.
All right. Now, because I do allow diagonal attacks, you're still considered in melee range here. So if you do attack with your bow, it will be with disadvantage. You would have to move another 10 feet to be far enough from this skeleton to make an attack. But you would leave his attack range because, right, he can attack diagonally as well, thus opportunity attack.
Alrighty, so guess I'll
Just making sure it's all clear. Sorry.
How do you do the thing where you can click on things? Because that's not a thing for me.
The thing where you can click on things?
Where you
Hold
make the
left
circle.
click.
Oh, you have to make sure that the arrow... There you go.
I did it, guys. Pretty proud of me. I'm gonna shoot that guy then
Shoot him!
with a 25.
Yeah, that hits. Good lord.
26. Woo, for a whole 5 damage, but I do have the Dread Ambusher, so I can try to hit him again. Does a 21 also hit him?
It does, yes.
For another 5 damage. Oh, wait, I get another d8 of damage with that. Okay, so total of 10 damage on that last hit.
10 damage on the last hit. Your arrow lands true, right? And it knocks some of the armor off of it and it clangs to the ground, right? Because it's got a little bit of armor, like armor scraps. And it just kind of like looks at you. And once again, because this is what they like to do, yelling at you because they're fucking skeletons. Anything else for your turn?
No. I'm just gonna get ready for that skeleton to try to punch me in the face.
All right, Quellan, you're up next.
Yelling like Quellan, I'll attempt to shoot through the doorway where I am right now at the skeleton that Adelia just shot.
So this is a door's closed.
The door is closed. That sucks. Okay. Then I'll run and burst through the door, and I'll short sword the skeleton to the.
Short sword him up. Make an attack.
17 plus 5, 20 something or other.
Indeed, that will hit.
And that's going to be with sneak attack bonus, which is now 2, and my 1, 10.
10 total damage?
Yes, sir.
10 total damage.
Oh,
All
wait,
right.
no, 10 plus 3, so 13 total damage.
Oh, how would you like to obliterate this skeleton?
I just run through the door quickly and take the short sword, swing it through what I assume would be the ribcage area, and don't even.
Yep, so you kind of like take both, right? And you just do this one big swinging motion and it like shatters, right? You hit it with such force, it's just like. Just shatters
Bonus
apart.
action, I'll take my dagger and throw it at the one that Adelia just attacked.
All right.
20 dirty to hit.
Wait, I did 15 damage to that other skeleton. It didn't die.
I thought you said 10 damage total.
On the second weapon hit, I did 5 damage on the first one, so I did a total of 15.
Ew, my apologies. How would you like your skeleton to die?
Cool, can I, like, pretend, just
Okay,
retcon
so,
a combat
hold on.
roll into this
out of
room and then a
character,
couple
they don't
arrows
have
in
different
space?
health.
No, they all have the same amount of health. So you did 13 and killed it. She did 15 and killed it. So I'll come back to you with your dagger. I'm assuming you'll probably throw it at the one near Leon, and if you don't, you don't. But that was my
Yes,
mistake on Adelia's skeleton because I did not hear her total damage, or at least I heard it incorrectly. So okay, how do you kill your skeleton, Adelia?
Cool, let me paint you a picture. Adelia combat rolls into the room, looks at this, says fuck that, and looses just 2 arrows real quick and murders that.
So yeah, like I said, you combat roll in, and you're just like, and just, and it just falls over, right? Like you embed it into the bones, and whatever magic holds the bones together just dissipates as it just kind of falls over and goes back to being like it's leaning against the skeleton, like it's leaning against the sarcophagus.
Cool, now Quellan can come in and be a badass and kill the other one.
Quellan comes, kicks the door open. What's up, bitches? Walks in. I'm just kidding. He walks in, fucking shatters the skeleton next to you, takes his dagger, and like badass throws it over at the other skeleton. And what was your attack roll on that, Quellan?
And he badass dealt exactly 1 damage.
He doesn't quite give it the muster that he needs when he throws it, so it
It's
like
a warning shot.
it spins and like the ass end of the dagger hits its armor, and it just the dagger clambers to the floor, and the skeleton just looks at you like, what the fuck?
That's right.
Come at me, bro. Is that your turn, Quellan?
Yeah, that's it.
Skeleton's turn. Skeleton, after looking at Quellan like, fuck this guy. He's not a problem. He turns to Leon and he makes an attack roll against Leon, being the closest threat and all.
Fair enough.
And so he takes his short sword and he goes swing, and he swings for 15 to hit. That's a no-go. He hits, and you just easily, laughing just as you were doing, parry the blow. Like, nope, nice try, bitch.
Yep.
And that's the skeleton's turn. Now it is our dear weak humans' turns. And you guys hear on the other side of the door, Nars, get away from the door. Come over here. Wait for them to be done with whatever they're doing. And that's their turn. Leon, you're up. Myra, you're also
All
up. Who has the higher dex real quick? Dex 2.
I do not.
She does. Myra, you're first. Myra.
I was
Heidi
on
Brooke.
mute. I'm so sorry. Did you call? Oh, you said Heidi Brooke.
Heidi
Okay.
Brooke, yeah. Let's go with that.
I'm gonna say, Drew, why? I thought you were my friend. And I'm gonna sadly turn around and go back. Like, not really fast. I'm just
Just gonna do your movement.
yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Ooh, that's an interesting door. All right, that's my turn.
All right, Leon, go ahead.
All right, so I'm gonna get in front of it, and then I'm gonna attack it. The long sword.
Make it an
And-
attack roll.
+6, that is a 14.
A 14 just hits.
Awesome. I'm going to do a superiority die attack, and I'm going to do a push attack. So that means I get to roll. So that's that, and I get to roll another d8 for superiority die. Dang. So that is 17 total damage.
All right, tell me how you kill this skeleton.
So using a push attack, I'm gonna swing wide, hitting the skeleton, slicing through the neck or the vertebrae in the neck, and then immediately spinning and then like jumping up with both feet and drop kicking the skeleton into the wall as the skull just falls to the ground, rolling away.
Yeah, so you do that. That was actually, I quite enjoyed how you described that. If you didn't already have inspiration, I'd give it to you again.
Yeah.
So you do that, right? It comes down and just kaboom and just shatters, and the skull just rolls towards like the double doors.
And like you immediately see, like as he's like rolling away, you see him kind of like that scared kind of crawl back real quick, and he gets up and he's like, "What the actual fuck was that? What is this normal?" Asking about the reanimation of the dead.
Am I
Like he's still, and he's like, you see him still holding sword and dagger at the bones. Like, is it gonna come back?
Myra, as he finishes filling the last skeleton, that's when you like walk in the door and you see the skeleton like shattering and the skull just rolling away. Skull rolling away.
Oh,
And he asks that question.
oh yeah, it's quite possible. And I'm gonna pick up the skull and go, "What? Are you afraid of the dead?"
No, not afraid of the dead. Not quite fond of the fact that they get back up. What the hell?
Oh, they're just like the living. And I throw the skull. Actually, no. I'm gonna like hold it up on my head like I'm gonna throw it, and then I'm gonna look at it and put it in my bag.
Okay, you have one skull, and human skull, we'll say human skull, in your inventory.
Kleptomaniac. I think that's now part of my character.
All right.
She's been taking lessons from Quellan.
Right. Combat's over, guys. What are you doing?
Yeah, no, Leon's gonna he's gonna keep his blades out. He's gonna kind of walk up to the bones and kind of tap it with his feet for a little bit. He's not 100% confident in the fact that they're dead.
You just kind of kick them and nothing happens. They're just bones, right? They move around, make bone noises. But nothing happens.
Yeah, but Leon's gonna be at that for a little bit.
You guys hear a door knock on the door behind you, Quellan? Like, is it okay to come out?
I open the door to the east. I brandish my weapons to the west, and I would say, Myra, if you wouldn't mind, and I hold out the weapons for.
I clean them off. Prestidigitation.
Thank you very much, and I would put them back in their scabbards.
All right. Anyone gonna answer Myrna?
Wait, what did I say?
Well, I opened the door, so.
Oh, you just
she's
opened the
Oh.
door. I
small.
didn't realize if you said anything to him. Okay.
Oh no, I ignored her and completely just talked to Myra.
Oh. Okay. Oh. She kind of
Can
sees all the
I
skeletons.
push Quellan out of the way and it's okay to come out now?
Oh, thank you. Thank you. She kind of walks out with the kids behind her. Are we... she kind of looks at the skeletons like, what the fuck? She's like, are we getting out of here now?
Yes.
Okay. And we'll follow you. All
All
where
right.
you guys going?
Well, who wants to take the lead? Do you want me to take the lead, or should we let a big, strong man take the lead?
Actually, you guys go ahead. I'm gonna spend some time in here.
Okay, I'll take the lead.
And actually, if you can find, send Sildar up.
Why do you want Sildar?
Just I'm curious and just want to make sure everything's good since that was Yano and everything. Just to let him know here,
Oh.
not in front of everybody. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
If you don't mind.
Come on, Myrna. Kids, I have amazing stories I can tell you, and I'm gonna tell them stories as we walk, and I'll take
And
them to wherever we're going.
Okay.
I guess we haven't cleared out this spot, huh?
Yeah, I'm really interested in the southern door. So yeah, go.
I'm gonna open it.
You open the door.
It's a hallway, guys.
Yep, you open the door, you see thick dust that covers the flagstones of this somber hallway. The walls are decorated with false columns every 10 feet, and the double doors at the, well, you're coming through the double doors at the west end of the hall that are shaped in copper plate, which have now appeared green with age. One of the things you didn't notice initially on the doors is you can actually see a relief carving of a mournful angel gracing the doors. Is anyone else going with Myra?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm following Myra, presumably ahead of the prison.
Yes, and I'm taking up the rear behind everyone.
All right. As you guys head out, Quellan, you see ahead of you, something doesn't seem right about the floors in front of you. Myra, not paying
Stop!
attention, she just keeps going, and you stop her.
Oh. Okay.
What? I
No,
say.
I was gonna start explaining it and see if you said anything, and you immediately said stop. So I'm like, oh, yep, stop her.
You said something didn't seem right. Something seems off. There's something wrong with the floor.
Yeah, people don't dust.
Something more than that, Myra. I
Okay,
wouldn't
I'm
stop
gonna.
you if someone failed to mop the floor.
You are correct, Quellan. I'm sorry, my sarcasm. Forgive me. All right, I'm gonna investigate the floor.
Okay, making a.
I would help her on this.
Are you're skilled in perception? Yes. Quellan?
Me? No.
No, I would just use
I think it
my
would be
action help.
investigation since it's actively looking.
No, this will be perception. You can make a perception. We're gonna do perception.
Uh,
Do perception with advantage because Quellan is helping you.
Okay. Ooh, an 18 and a 19, so 20.
Oh, so upon investigation of the floor tiles in front of you, you realize that the floor appears to be being held together by like loose stone tiles, and there looks to be like timbers underneath, holding it together. It looks like you can tell that if too much weight was put onto this floor, that it would simply collapse.
I'm gonna push on the floor.
Doesn't
As
seem
you-
like it'd be much of an issue for you, Myra.
You push
The
on the
gnome.
you push on the floor and then nothing really happens. It seems sturdy from a pushing standpoint.
Okay. So should we go take the long way? Quellan?
Quellan, remembering his previous time with the pit trap, throws a
A hammer.
And Leon's not there to see it. Gosh dang.
Okay.
Too bad Leon's not here.
You throw a hammer.
Yeah, based on the fact that I saw that this was some weird looking floor, I would throw my hammer at the floor.
So you just, with all the might that you have, which mind you only have 10 strength, you.
Oh yeah, plus 0.
Yeah, you toss your hammer, and it kind of hits and just bounces across the floor.
Damn it. That was my favorite hammer.
I'll go get it.
You walk across,
Very gingerly.
and you're able to successfully go over and pick up the hammer. With the floor seems unstable, but it's holding you.
All right, and I'll bring it back to Quellan. Here you go. Try again.
I am confused. The floor seems to be trapped, but you seem to be able to walk across.
Is it an illusion? Illusion? Well, let's go the long way around, where we know.
Nah, fuck it. I walk across.
Quellan, as you step on, you hear, and then
Can I reaction grab him? No, featherfall. Reaction featherfall.
As I fall to my death.
reaction featherfall.
Reaction
The
featherfall.
floor just like crumbles and falls, and just as your gravity is about to take you down, you feel suddenly super light as you float down you float down about
Does
20
Leon
feet.
hear the sound?
You can hear the doors stay open here, these double doors, so you do hear that sound. You even heard them
So you-
trying to knock the trap and everything. But Quellan, you just float gingerly to the floor and land on your feet.
As soon as he hears that, Leon's going to charge, and he's going to be, what's going on? Is everything okay? And he's going to look down in the hole.
Adelia's gonna stop him on the way in because she's like, "No, you're gonna fall down too, you idiot."
No, fall down what? Is that... Where's Quellan?
Yeah. He's in the hole. He likes holes. Quellan, are you okay? Well, you're okay, but what's down there?
I just have a doo 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 doo.
Yeah. What do your elf eyes see?
I think you did not be racist. It seems there is a pit
A pit.
as I discern. from up above.
No, Leon's
I'm
gonna
not
just
sure
kind of
why
like.
I fell through, but the hammer
Do you
didn't.
still have your
but
hammer?
Here we are. Yes.
No, no.
Thank you,
Leon
Myra.
calls out, "Do you have your hammer at least?"
I would randomly throw the. No, I wouldn't.
Risk
I'm
of.
good.
So
Oh my god.
and there's a reason why you fell and she didn't. So you fell. You're good. You're alive. You guys have these 3 innocents that need to get out of here. What are you doing?
I'm gonna take my 50 feet of rope. I have 50 feet of rope, don't I? I should.
Yes, you should.
I'm gonna lower it down, and then I'm gonna hand it to Leon and say, "Hold this." Okay,
Alright.
you climb up. Unless
I
you
do
see
that.
anything. If it's just a pit, is there
Oh,
anything?
yeah, I look around first to see if there's anything down here.
Make a perception check.
'Cause-
Or
Not
investigation.
great. It was. Well, perception's gonna be an 11. Investigation's gonna be
A what?
perception was an 11. If you wanted that, investigation would be a.
Okay. Yeah, there's nothing down there.
All right, climb up.
I grab the rope and climb up.
No, when Leon sees Quellan get up, he's gonna be like, "Are you proud of yourself? Did you get it out of your system for the day?"
Yeah, literally no response.
So you guys are gonna take the long way out?
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like Leon and I are leading now.
No, Leon's gonna stay behind, and it's up
Never
to you if
mind.
you want me to. Yeah, no, Leon's still gonna stay. Like he'll walk out with you guys, but when you guys get to the secret entrance, stay behind.
Okay. So you guys manage to come out and you get out all the way to the secret entrance. Adelia, we'll say that you're in the lead. Just moving everybody's token.
As we are walking towards the entrance, and Leon has stayed behind at the sarcophagus or whatever.
No, at the he's inside the cavern room with you guys. He walks with you guys out. But
Okay.
when you guys enter the secret passage out of the hideout, he stays behind.
As we're walking through the cavern, I would say, my friends, listen. I have a confession.
We get it. You like holes. Also throwing hammers to tell us.
That's not it, Leon. And I would look at him with a very disapproving.
What?
There was another more personal reason that I wanted Glassstaff alive. One of those Redbrands that we dealt with last night. The one that was wearing. And I look at Leon and I say, that. And I point at him with the thing still on his face. You still have it on, right?
Yeah, well, it's not on his face, it's around his neck, but yeah.
Yeah, just to remind you guys, it was a black bandana with a half skeletal jaw on it.
Yep.
I actually made an MS Paint drawing of it, so I can give it to you guys.
Makes bone noises. Yes. Yes, that was my description.
Yeah, it was a really boring day at work today. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have had this queued already. Let's see if that's set.
The game can be rough on skin.
Oh yeah, it looks terrible.
Rehydrate
Great,
and
awesome.
strengthen your skin.
Yeah, anyway.
To bounce back and rebound strong.
This Redbrand with the bandana on
Batman
his
Plus Care
face.
Sport Care rehydrates
I
and
didn't
strengthens
recognize
skin.
him, but he definitely recognized me. And I recognized all too well the mask that he wore. You see, that mask, it's an indication that this man was a member of a criminal organization I knew back in Neverwinter. But it doesn't make any sense. He shouldn't be here. I definitely don't understand why he was working with the Red Brands. Until now, I've never heard of them ever operating outside the city of Neverwinter. I fear that his presence here means that he was specifically sent to look for me. I can't say I know much about their organization, but their leader, he goes by the name Halfmaw.
This is something to hold on to for later, just in case.
Well, all I'm saying is, Glassstaff may have had information as to why this person was here in Phandelver.
Well, shit. Had I known, my bad, Quellan. In that case, here, Leon takes off the half jaw thing and he hands it over to. In that case, I think this is.
Oh, I don't want it. I've seen it all too much in the past 3 years.
Well, I'll hold on to it. Don't mind. Would you rather I just toss it?
I imagine there may be more around somewhere. Just keep it for now.
All right. Well, if I need it.
But again, I cannot imagine why he would be with the Red Brands. I only worry that he was here looking for me.
Well, I guess it's not something to worry about anymore. He's dead now. But I think his body is still over edge of the cliff. Maybe he had something on him.
I can't say. All I recognized was the bandana. I did not recognize him.
No, I mean, maybe he had something he read on that was written on something like a note. Most people kind of burn the.
Perhaps there may have been orders. I don't know. Again, I don't know much about the organization. I just know the name of their leader, Halfmaw.
We'll add it to the list then. We'll have to probably deal with later the problem. Either way, you guys get these guys home. Get them safe. I'll be up here, man.
All right. So Leon is going to hang out here,
Yep.
and the rest of you head back into town.
Ladies?
Yep. I'm gonna give Leon kind of a why don't you want to come like gesture.
I don't know.
I mean,
One just
we're
wanna.
gonna come back with Sildar, so you could come back with us.
Nah. Just call it cleanup, if you will. I was gonna just double check everything. Everything been looked. Also kind of
Okay.
just clean up. Basically, is all it.
Okay. And I'll just. Hmm. as I like watch him, like as I go through through the Homer Simpson through the bush.
And Leon's there, just like, is it did what? I'm wrong. Just kind of like you see him kind of like looking at himself. Do I got some blood on me, maybe?
So, you guys wondering why Leon is not just coming with, y'all head out. You managed to get out of the woods pretty successfully, and as you guys kind of approach through Alderleaf Farm, you don't see anybody outside, but the Myrna recognizes where she's at, and she just is like, "Thank you so much for all of your help. I wish there was some way I could repay you, but we don't really have any money. But if you wanted something, my family has an heirloom that got lost in Thunder Tree. If you can find it, it's yours. They used to run an alchemy shop there. But thank you so much."
It was our pleasure, and I'm sorry we couldn't do more.
It's okay. Okay. I'm just glad you guys stopped those Redbrands. The town is going to be very thankful.
I hope so.
And she and the kids, they head out. They go up the street and
I want to walk them all the way to their house.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would do that as well.
okay. So you guys end up walking them all the way. You guys see the town master's hall. You see the lion shield coaster, that familiar lion symbol. And this house here that you never paid much attention to before, but here, she says, "This is our home here." It doesn't look run down. They've only been gone for like a week or so, so maybe grass needs cut or something. But they're like, "Thank you. This is our home."
And I'm gonna like lean over to Delia and say, like, I don't know. Brooke doesn't know. I want to ask. Okay. And your husband, did you see him? Do you? Yes, you know?
Yes, yes.
Okay. I just
They
wanted to
did it.
make sure that
They did it in
you knew.
front of us. We saw it.
In front of you? I am so sorry.
Kind of look at the kids, and the kids are just tears kind of start running down their cheek.
I'm
They don't say
gonna
anything.
I'm gonna give her a hug, the mother a hug, and then I'm gonna wipe the tear away from the boy's face and put my hand on his face, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I walk up and I offer a pouch that seems to be full of coin.
You don't have to.
I insist. Please take this until you get back on your feet.
You are all too kind. She takes the sack of whatever you have.
Yeah, the pouch was
Jesus,
going to be
Myra, why do you have
full
so
of
much gold?
50 gold.
50 gold? Okay, go ahead and mark 50 gold off of your equipment. Thank you so much. You've all been so kind. I think all we'd like to do is go inside, and we'd like to sleep in our own beds for a night. Thank you. And it's
Yes.
like afternoon, like 2-3 o'clock. So it's not nighttime, but they've been through some shit. They just want to like go into their house.
Do you have a
Myrna.
friend? Do you have a friend that we could tell that you're back, that you want to know, and I'll tell them not to come disturb you, but that you're home.
Yes.
Anybody specific?
We're friends with a lot of people in town. If you want to let Sister Garalee know, she will.
Okay, she'll take care of you.
She can take
care
care
of you.
of it. Yeah.
Okay, I will let her know. Now you guys go get rest.
And Lady Myrna.
Yes, Quellan.
I am not Myra, Myrna. The
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Genjar. Yes, Lady Myrna. If you ever find yourself in trouble or you need help, please seek out Toblin at the Stonehill Inn and ask for the Blood Mark Crusaders. He'll know what that means.
Blood Mark Crusaders. I like that. Thank you. And she turns around. She kind of gives you a little like half bow, like a thank you, and she turns around and takes the kids inside, and you can see them just they're trying to hold it together until they're out of your sight, but like they're starting to cry and like they're starting to process what's happened and everything as they go inside and close the door, and you don't see them any longer. And so with that, again, it was going to be a short session, but I'm going to call it right here. Just because it's getting to be 11:15, and I do got to get back to bed. Everyone good with that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry again that I wasn't able to be on at 7 and that this is a short session, but we will pick up again next week. You all get 200 beautiful experience points for your mission today.
Woo.
How much was that?
200 experience points each. Everybody should be at like 1300 something.
And just for a point,
1,387.
just for a point, none of you guys took any of the weapons, the corpse.
I think Leon got a short sword, but for the most part, you guys didn't loot any of the like Redbrand bodies or anything.
Well, because that's part of the reason why I was in the state.
Okay.
Just for
Okay. Yep. Okay.
just double checking.
Yeah, there was. I think. As far as I know, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, Quellan, you only looted pretty much one body, and that was that Redbrand that you've completely annihilated in the cellars or in the cell area.
And what I'm saying is, I don't mind that
Yeah.
they looted the bodies. Just no one took anything metal. Took weapon, armor.
I would have grabbed
Nothing.
the short sword on the body of the one in the cell.
Okay. We'll just make note of that. All right. Well, sorry again, guys. I feel really bad that we're
Yeah.
cutting it short.
Can just make it up to us by giving it a 1,400 experience. You know, just I think that's fair.
You have to earn your level 4, sir.